We're so grateful to have you here for this most informative presentation. Let's get through, and we miss you, Shawana.
You got it in there.
We're just going to get through this real quick so that we can let Miss Latoya get up here and do her thing, which she is the best in the biz. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We appreciate y'all being here. Let's talk about some of our upcoming events, which we're super excited about. This year, our big Toddler Shred Day is coming up on the 26th. Normally, we do it that Saturday after Tax Day, but being that that's Easter weekend, we pushed it back. So we normally get, what, Michelle, anywhere from 700 to 800 vehicles through here?
It'll be between 500 and 800. Yeah. Yeah.
So
depending on how much junk people have.
Right, exactly. And this year we're partnering with STS, who's going to be doing the electronics, cell phones, hard drives, anything like that. Y'all bring them, we'll make sure that they're done away with properly, and then they said that they provide a certificate showing what was done with them. And then also need to give a shout out to Kelly Community. They graciously sponsored again this year, which they do every year. And then a huge shout out to all of our VIP sponsors as well. Of course, our VIPs get you everywhere the BBB is. So important, y'all. This is our fun event we've got coming up. Oh my gosh, super excited. Indoor golf. I don't know if y'all been to the back nine yet. Montez over there is just such a good guy. If y'all haven't checked it out, please do so. This is going to be on a Friday on June 20th from 8 to 5. Like I said, huge thank you to our presenting sponsors, which is Republic Services, as well as Thrive It, Delic sponsored, amazing, B&L. I love this. I love seeing all of this. This is just amazing right here. So, and to all of our VIPs, of course, again, they're everywhere that we are, and we're so grateful for it. What I'm going to do, like I do every month, is follow up in an email to you all, just to make it easy. There's going to be a direct link there. If you are interested, just click on that link, and it'll take you straight to the registration page. Okay? Yay! And then our next Shredded in Longview, last year was just a record-breaking turnout. I think we had like 240 cars come through there, which was just crazy in itself. But also Republic Services, thanks to them for sponsoring this, as well as Integrity Financial again. And then these are all of our, of course, to Shred It, and then these are all of our VIPs as well. So y'all come out. If you're more closer to the Longview area, this is a great way for you to bring your goodies to us there. And let us, now no electronics here. The only electronics that we do are here at this local location, just FYI. So, and that's from 8 to 12 at Drug Emporium in Longview. Love partnering there. This is going to be next month, which is so very important, Financial Literacy for Leaders, Michael Lavender and Alden Moore. Such great guys. They do a lot throughout the chamber as well. I don't know if y'all are familiar with them, but absolutely amazing. Huge shout out to B&L again for being our sponsor for 6 of our Lunch.Learn.Leads, which is absolutely awesome. So thank y'all so much for that. And then also again, showing all of our VIPs there.
Hey, Rochelle. So just so y'all know, we're doing a summer school. So starting next month, so Lavender War is going to do a 3-part series. And it's about succession planning, but it's not just for people who are planning on. Many of you will either sell your business in the future or hand it down to somebody in your, generational or whatever. And so regardless of whether you're going to do that at some point, this is all, the next 3 series, the next 3 classes are going to be about making sure that your business is as valuable as possible, so that if and when you do decide to move on to the next thing, that it is as valuable as possible, and that you can, exactly. So hopefully you guys will come to all of these, and they're very, very good, very knowledgeable.
Very good. So y'all make sure, and of course, you can either make sure y'all are following our Facebook page if you don't mind. If you don't already, you can automatically go to it. Shows you all the upcoming events. Just click on that. All the goodness, all the goodness. So, this is my girl right here. Let me tell you. I'm going to do the introduction, if that's okay. We've got Miss Latoya Jordan here with Thriving Daily Media. Says, Miss Jordan is a heart survivor, a dynamic force from East Texas, is a visibility specialist, travel content creator, social media specialist, speaker, and media personality. a lot, girl. I love it. I love it. She founded the transformative I Am Beautiful movement, Thriving Daily Media, and the Vividly You podcast. Wow, I need to check that out for sure. Empowering women and girls to embrace self-confidence and brand visibility. Her initiatives have impacted over 2,000 mothers and daughters, I got chills, fostering unity and empowerment. Through her workshops and media Latoya champions the power of social media, helping small businesses gain visibility. She is a Leadership Tyler alumni, class of 34. Woo woo. Her community dedication and accolades, including features in Black Enterprise and ETX magazine, underscore her inspiring commitment to helping others thrive. I love that name. So everyone, please help me welcome Miss Latoya Jordan. There you go, my girl. You know what you need. And looking all fly.
Always.
How's everyone doing? Blessed. Okay. So like she said, my name is Latoya Jordan. I have been in the media space since 2016. Doing it part-time. And I've always worked a full-time job. And in 2023, I worked for a home health care agency here locally. They were bought out. I was working from home, and with any job, they start from the top and work their way down. So I felt like they had started in my department, and I was like, man, I feel like I'm about to lose my job. And I always told people, and I told God, I said, the only way I am quitting or leaving the job is you're going to have to kick me off, you're going to throw me off. I'm not quitting because I like my pay, I like my weekly, I like insurance, I like all of that. So, April 5th, actually, my manager called. I was working from home, and she said, well, we're going to terminate your position. And I said, okay. I had a sense of relief because I was traveling, doing events, while working at 8 to 5. I would be in Miami with a client, having to log on real quick to do something for work. So I was really multitasking while in an 8 to 5 role. And so this year made 2 full years as an entrepreneur. It does get hard sometimes, those days get stressful, but I feel like if you're doing something that you truly love, which is your passion, and I love anything that's media related, social media, content, and we know that content is king right now. So today we're going to talk about mastering social media marketing and AI tools for your business, how to incorporate AI tools with social media. So I always start out with this phrase. One of my phrases is confidence to create. Sometimes we lack confidence when it comes to creating social media posts and videos, and putting our face on camera. So I started a series called Be Your Own Content Bestie, which shows you how to do your own content for yourself, for your brand, for your business, as well as getting on camera and talking about your business and sharing those daily struggles or those daily wins. So my phrase is social media can be scary, but imagine being in the same place next year because you let fear hold you back. So just think about that. And then next year, think about how far you've come as well. So let's start off in 2025 and be the best version that I just call this to be. So today's focus is to help business owners understand the power of social media and AI combined, and how to use them with your businesses and your brand and your nonprofits. So I put this picture here because I was able in January to visit TikTok Studios in New York. And that was one of probably the highlights already of the year for me. I was able to go with a few other influencers. My cousin is an ambassador for American Heart Association.
as her travel content creator, to get all her content for social media, for her TikTok. And so that was their, going into their TikTok studios, so. And during this presentation, if you have questions, you're outed. I don't mind, if you wanna ask those, or we can wait till the end. So, share your favorite social media platform to use right now, that you use.
Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn, those are my.
Yeah.
Those are my four.
Okay. Okay. What's the last one?
I said next door.
Alright, we'll check that out. So I put Facebook and Instagram. I put those in the same box because I schedule those together. I kind of use those tools together. I really started getting more active on TikTok. I love TikTok. LinkedIn. If you're not on LinkedIn with your business, you need to be on LinkedIn.
Yep, that's the truth.
You need to be on LinkedIn. I was at an event last week and talking to someone else who does social media, and one of her friends has started getting brand deals through LinkedIn. So, but not only that, it's good for, we'll talk about it a little later, but it's just good for those professional connections and jumping in people's inboxes on LinkedIn. I do it. I get messages every day wanting to collaborate and
A lot, yeah.
yeah. So, what's one social media platform that you're curious about that you are scared to like really dive into?
TikTok.
I figured that would be.
I see my daughters are
Yeah.
consuming with it, man, and I'm like, nah.
So why are you scared to jump into TikTok?
I think it's because it's so addictive.
Well, I think maybe the video editing might be intimidating for a lot of people. And it does, so how long does it take and all the little tools that you add to it? And sometimes people don't want their, you know, to see themselves. Yeah, right? Yeah. So. And also, how do you market? Like if you're only a local business, how do you keep that local?
Yeah. Well, you can put your location in there.
Right.
And then your hashtags, of course.
Yeah.
But you have to, on TikTok, you really have to build your engagement and engage with other accounts that are similar to yours. And one piece of advice I want to share is that it's good to have your local friends, your local people following you, but if you have a business that you're able to branch out and get other clients from other areas, other states, you really need to start to target and follow and try to bring in people from those outside more than having your family and friends all on your social media, especially if you want to do business. Yes.
Connect with people that are like your business, support their business, it opens up a lot of doors. I'm a TikTok creator and we have a TikTok shop, and it's from that connection with other people that are in your like circle, in your like services, and exactly what you said.
Yeah. So, enhance your social media presence to connect with the community. So, how many of y'all do community engagement for your business? Keep doing it, because that's another way of networking and collaborating and getting your business more exposure as well. So, what are some of your current social media goals right now?
Build viewers, to get more followers, trying to figure out how to go about that in a manner where you're not exhausting too much effort and not getting enough feedback.
So, what was your business?
Stay Care Solutions, or it's a personal assistant service, home health.
Do you all do video content?
We just started doing video content maybe 6 months ago. It's mostly, I'm doing the video content. I have help from the coworkers and everything to help them make the content, but getting our faces on there and, you know, it's you see all your own personal flaws, you know.
I told Michelle's so good at it, and I'm like, I hate my voice, and I hate my appearance.
I do too.
We're all worst critic, right?
Yeah, we are, and like I said, that's what my Be Your Own Content Bestie class is for, is to help build that confidence of getting your face on camera. I have some ladies, oh my gosh, I would work them in this presentation somehow, but just there, one lady you will actually see in a minute, but from the day they started to where they are now, their video content, everything is amazing. They're putting their face on there, they're doing car chronicles, they're doing funny videos, and it's just the engagement. And you want to engage not only on your posts, but you want to engage with others. You want to engage with people who do what you do as well. So, why social media matters? It builds visibility, which equals trust. People usually, I know when I go on vacation, I use TikTok and Google to find different places to eat, shop. So if you're not really engaging or posting videos about your business or your brand on social media, they're not going to pull up in the feed or for people to find what you do or what you sell. It also helps in outreach, awareness, and engagement with your audience. So outreach, like the cattle barons, like you should have, I don't know how much content y'all have from previous years for it, but right now, that's the type of content you should be putting out on your socials. If you have videos, create some reels. You want to help build up that excitement and engagement for events that you've already had in the past. Utilize that content that you have in the present, because you can refurbish content. Don't be scared to reshare the same video. A lot of us think we can't reshare the same video, but you can. You can just re-edit it, add different words to it. 77% of customers are more likely to buy from a brand they follow. So it usually takes people like 7 times to really buy into a product or buy into you. Usually people buy in because they like the person, they like their personality, and that's how people sell. Sometimes boutique owners, they have an awesome engagement because they're showing their personality, and plus they're showing a different outfit. And guess what? Most women like to shop. So they're going to be on there every day giving you style tips, what to wear to work, maybe what not to wear this season. But all that comes with confidence. It serves as a platform for sharing success stories, engaging supporters, and driving volunteer involvement. So, success stories. Those will help you gain clients, gain clientele. It will help build up your business as well. So if you're able to share those testimonials, share stories, share cattle parents, that's more of as an American Financial Society. So if you're, I don't know how, I've heard about it, but I've never attended. So if you have maybe do y'all do an impact story?
Your mission, but like this year, our mission is breast cancer and transportation, because so many patients don't have the means to buy gas or get to their appointments, so we do transportation grants.
What I would do is, if you have a patient that doesn't mind doing maybe a 15 or 30 second, maybe even a minute video.
Yeah, we do that.
On social media. Maybe not make it, a lot of businesses too want their videos to be so professional, clean, and crisp.
Natural.
You need to be natural and authentic.
That's the word.
You have to be natural and authentic. I love a good, clean, crisp, like professional, scripted, all of that. But you need to be able to put authentic stuff, like real life things. So I feel like maybe capturing them, just have them send in a 30-second video on how it made them feel, instead of posting this professionally, I don't want to say doctor, but put together video how, people do resonate with that, but they really resonate with someone doing this. So think about that when you're doing your content. And I notice there's a lot of home health agencies in here. If you can get your nurses, I know it's a lot, but if they can do a day in the life of a home health nurse, that would be amazing, because people like to know. I tell people all the time, I'm nosy. So I would be drawn in, like she could do a 5-day series, day 1, day 2, day 3. Every day is going to be different. Even you do pools. Maybe do a day in the life of you going to build a pool. Real estate. Those day in the life videos, people love those. And yeah, it does take time to create those videos. So you also want to choose the right platform. Sometimes we get on 5, 6, 7 social media platforms. I am guilty. So is anybody else on more than 3 platforms that you're trying to navigate through? So it can be, if you don't have the system down or you're able to schedule it, it can be overwhelming. So Instagram is mainly for visual brands. It's for pictures and the aesthetic, the feel, the flow. You're gonna have a color scheme. Facebook is going to be for your local engagement, your groups. Create a group with what you do and engage with that group. Make it exclusive. Like if you have something that's going to drop or something that's going to be new, make them get it first and then release it to the public. TikTok. That's going to be your Gen Z, your storytelling. So if you're trying to appeal to a younger audience, you want to go to TikTok. So that's where they are. And they buy. You may not think they do, but they do. I have Gen Zers and they buy. So you don't need all platforms, just the right one. And sometimes you have to, it takes some trial and error with social media platforms. So just pick which one you feel like you can learn with and that you feel like you have a connection with. It's kind of like this building a relationship. Instagram, visual brand, is going to be trendy and fun. LinkedIn, BBB, your pros and your professional. You're going to have your corporate people, your lawyers, your execs. They're going to be on there, but they're usually looking for what everyone has in this room. So TikTok is going to be your short form viral, your younger generation. And then Facebook is going to be your local groups and your community. So a lot of people, that's how they build their community, is through Facebook and through Facebook groups. So if you don't have a Facebook group, I recommend you start to create a Facebook group. So choose a minimum of 2 platforms. That's my suggestion. You know, if you want to do more than 2, that's up to you, but just kind of starting out, because a lot of you, I was listening, you're kind of just jumping into some of these roles. So it can be overwhelming when you're managing 5 or 6 different social media platforms. But yeah, think about the 2 that you want to.
Latoya, may I say something that's related to that last one? If you're a BBB accredited business, you do have access to a free tools that allow you to post to multiple platforms with one post. So you just need to, if it's something you're interested, let us. We'll walk you through it, but we can give you the link to your account. It also gives you other free tools too, like something like Calendly. There's many other things that go with it, but as far as the social media goes, you can post to different platforms with one post and schedule them ahead of time. It's a time saver.
So, as we're discussing, you want to choose the right platform, and our trending platform, you know, TikTok is known for explosive growth among younger audiences. Instagram guys for curating content. That's going to be like like I said, your more structured, pretty. It's going to go like maybe a graphic that you created in Canva, maybe a picture, another graphic, or it's gonna be all graphics in a pleasing color. I have an example on the next slide. Facebook Live for real-time events. Go live, like their Business Bureau, they're going live today. So if you have an event where you have a speaker or you're doing some type of presentation, go live on your page. That's another way of building engagement and people knowing who you are. And then just being real and transparent. It resonates more with your audience. And like I said, I see a lot of businesses where their content, it looks good, but it's professional, it's nice, I love it. But being real and authentic and just showing, you know, really who you are, what you're doing, especially for smaller businesses. Building that personal relationship with your social media audience. Because you never know who you're touching. Even though you're local, you're gonna have people from California, Florida, San Antonio. They're all gonna be watching your page. So you may be inspiring them that day. So,
I love Jerry. I love him.
She brave.
okay, so Jerry has been going through my Be Your Own Content Bestie series.
She's beautiful.
And she is. I love Jerry. She's one of my favorite people. So, this video, 2 weeks ago, we did a video content creation class. And we just honed in on CapCut, showing how to use CapCut, creating videos. So it took her about a week to do the video, but she did it. And she sent it to me. She was so excited. She's like, now what do I do? I said, you post it. I shared that video because social media is really easy. It's really easy. It's a 3-part formula. Educate, entertain, engage.
I can do the entertainment.
Yeah. People like silly stuff. They like crazy stuff for some reason. So one video I should have put in here that y'all probably seen went viral. She's in the room. I don't know. She got a billboard, and we went to, I can't remember the billboard, I think on Highway 14. And she's like, I want to do a video of me pointing to the sign. I was like, okay. So I'm recording, and I'm just thinking she's playing, because she played a lot. She actually fell down she didn't roll down the hill.
Oh!
She could have. She fell and fell back, and I'm just like, she was me laughing in the back, hear me laughing, and I'm like, Ray, are you okay? And then she's getting up, and it was just, the videos that like, almost half a million views. Yeah.
It was great.
So,
You lost a shoe, right?
yeah.
Somebody also did I guess he combined the video. He said, I caught the slide, y'all. We were like, well, thinking what slide? Well, it was me flipping back my shoe going off and somebody throwing a shoe to him. And then he advertised my business. He was like, go sign up, click the link below. And then there was also drunk memes going around like, this is how you are when you're leaving the club. It was
But it's okay in her business. You end up getting a lot of traction, a lot of followers, calls about the school. So if you are not scared to do things like that, you know, that was an accident though.
Yeah.
That was like, yeah. But those type of videos and just being funny
And real.
and real, they love that.
I had to put the video off because I screamed at her. I was like,
Give me my phone! Oh yeah, it was more than, yeah. Edit.
yeah.
And then I said, did you really fall? Yes, I'm so sorry. Yeah, but you know, it's just those things. But you want to mix all 3 of those weekly into your content. And you'll start to see a change, and you'll start to see people engage more, people that you don't even know. And then people that watch your page, I call them people watchers, then they'll eventually start commenting and engaging.
And it's wonderful, right, to interact, right?
Yes, you
So
want
they
to
see-
interact. If somebody comments on your page,
For sure.
or you want to respond, you don't want to just leave them hanging.
Right. They know that you're genuinely
Yeah.
watching and, yeah.
So, the 80-20 rule, has anyone heard of the 80-20 rule? Okay, so 80% of your content should educate, entertain, and engage your audience. 20% of your content should promote your brand, product, or service. One thing, I have a technique, I have several, but one of them is, I don't like people when you first send me a friend request and you hop in my inbox trying to sell me something.
Yep.
I'm completely turned off of your whole brand. Like, you can put an authentic video up, I'm not even gonna engage, because get to know me, watch my page, engage with my page, engage with me first, don't try to sell me something.
Yes.
So, don't come off so salesy all the time with your business. Approach it being just real, authentic, build a relationship. Relationships are so important, even with social media. So you want to build a relationship with your followers. So sometimes, if you're comfortable with letting them into a little bit of your personal day, do it. Everybody fix that. So,
Besties incorporate these 3 things to be your own content bestie.
so that would be an educational video. So that was just me getting ready for my podcast, and I just filmed it. I really wasn't doing anything, and I just put music behind it, and I put 3 ways to be your own content bestie, and I do Media Monday. So that was probably like a 15-second video. But you can do 3 tips on how to keep your pool clean. 3 tips on, as a nurse, what you maybe carry every day. Maybe not 3 tips, but these are the things that I make sure I have in my bag, those essentials that I have in my bag when I go see a patient.
That's awesome.
Just utilize the tips, utilize your handbooks at your job. Go through that and see what you can break down and turn it into content.
That's a great suggestion.
Can I ask a question? Sorry. So, like when you work for your own smaller business, you're your own, but when you work for a large brand like BBB, there are so many, right, like,
Standards.
there
So
you go.
we have
I mean,
guidelines.
as far as rules, basically, that you have to adhere to, as far as content and stuff like that.
Personality.
Yeah, exactly. Is it, what is your recommendation as far as, of course, you gotta follow that first, and make sure that you're mindful and not, crossing over those lines. But for people that go through that and you're not restricted, but it's very definitive, what do you recommend?
Well, and
So-
every industry has that, because even like with home health care, you
Yeah,
can't film your patients,
Right, yeah, correct.
So you're always just gonna have to follow whatever your guidelines are.
Gotcha, yeah. Do you run into that a lot? I mean, people that talk about that,
Not really, 'cause most of my clients are either entrepreneurs, who they can show their clients, or it's just them, and they
Gotcha.
have maybe 1 or 2 employees.
Sure.
But when it comes to home health, I would suggest just a nurse talking about her day and maybe what she brings. And then sometimes you may get that client, but then that's when you have to go above and get permission
Right.
to use that client in your video.
Yeah.
Testimony.
So those testimonials.
Right.
But yeah, but it doesn't, like I said, get your handbook out, get those, and create, maybe you're sitting at your desk, because you can use your face,
Right.
and you can use yours. And you're working on a computer, and you just drop different gems.
Yes.
And another thing too, like just to add to that, like I feel like there's a lot of home healthcare companies that have that same issue. Maybe like, putting out there your journey and figuring out her social media is gonna appeal to other companies that's wanting to do that same thing. And then you can build that network for yourself and build that for your brand
That's true.
and grow that way.
Yeah, that's great,
I
yeah.
like that, that's good. Okay, so
Black Daily Media would love your vote in the content creation category for the vote as many times as you would like. Click the link in the post. Thank you.
So, I know. It just started my face a little bit, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna leave that video in there anyway. But, it was kind of creepy. It's just, this
But
was
the
a-
voice was pretty good for an AI tool.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they sound a little bit robotic, yeah.
So this was just a picture I took this weekend. And I put it in, I typed in what I wanted the AI person to say, and they generated a video of me talking. And so,
So if you're really afraid to get in front of the camera, just put a picture of yourself up.
That's a good
I
idea.
do a cat. I mean, whatever. But yeah, and I know some people are scared of AI. I love it.
I love it.
Stuff like that.
Love it.
But so content creation with AI tools. So we're just gonna talk about some tools and how you can incorporate AI into your business and into your content that you're creating. Does everybody in here have ChatGPT? I love ChatGPT.
Same.
So and you can integrate it with Canva, you can integrate it with CapCut, and so many other apps. So it saves time, it fights creative blocks, gives you consistency. Usually at the end of the year, I go through a massive creative block, and I am like devastated with life. I can't create, I can't. But that's just, I feel like God's telling me I need to reset because I just gonna be around all year long. So like November, December, I'm locked. And then like when the end of December, January hits, I'm happy, I'm ready.
Reborn.
Yeah, but it's okay to have those blocks, even in your business. It's okay. You just need to reset, regroup. Yeah, it also obviously gives you consistency. So here's an example of an AI prompt. Write a fun Instagram caption about coffee and productivity. This would be the result. Sipping success 1 cup at a time. # Monday Fuel.
Mhm.
So here are some AI prompts. You can write a relatable meme, idea, or joke related to whatever industry you're in. This is what you would ask AI to do for you. In ChatGPT or Chatbox AI. Summarize this YouTube video into 3 short Instagram reel scripts, link or summary. I use Opus Clips, OPUS. And if you have a long presentation, you just drop that video in Opus Clips and it will break it up for you. It will give you a caption and it will put the on-screen text. And it will help you to, like if you want to post this part of the video, this part later, it'll break it down for you so you don't have to. Opus Clips, OPUS Clips. That's another favorite AI tool that I use. Write a short, engaging Instagram caption promoting whatever product or service with a fun tone. So these are prompts that you can put in ChatGPT. Because I know sometimes people struggle with prompts on what to ask ChatGPT or what to say, but the more information you can give it, and it will shoot out amazing things.
Yeah, Michelle's been really helping me with that, and if you don't like that one, then you say shorter version,
Yeah.
and it brings up another one and another one, yeah, it's really interesting.
Yeah, I do that with it.
You can also say, make it in original tone, no, original
Original,
and
human
in
voice.
human tone, or in human voice, because you get the cultivating, the unlocking this, and you get all the words that's in everybody. I can fill in something that's very, very AI-ish or chat GPT-ish,
Right.
but if you say original and human tone, and you can change the word words up, and it kind of just gives you an idea, and you can just kind of change the words up yourself.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I haven't integrated with Canva yet, so is that what you're talking about, using chat with Canva? Yeah, I haven't done that yet, so
And it
that's,
also
yeah.
puts something in document and PDF and table form
Awesome.
for you as well.
Yeah, release that just a second.
Awesome, awesome.
You can tell she's like, she follows me.
Hey, that's good, that's good.
So, but yeah, that video, this video, I incorporated that in with Canva. I did it through Canva.
Okay.
Yeah, so, but, yeah, so it will, those prompts, like you said, make it sound in original human form voice, because if you don't, you're gonna get unleashed, unlocked, embrace, all those words that we see. That means somebody used AI and they didn't do anything, they just did copy paste to their page. And then you have all those emojis too. So what I do, because ChatGPT and the other tablets, they put all their most of them put their emojis at the end. I put my emojis at the front. So yeah. Okay, so social media and AI tools cheat sheet. I'll send this to Rachel as well for her to email out to everyone. If you want to scan it, it's on our website so you can download it. Love it. But that's going to be in that document that she was talking about. I created it in ChatGPT, the documents. So yeah. Okay, so why use AI content ideas in seconds? So just like we discussed, you want to use ChatGPT or Claude to generate your captions, your content, brainstorming. Does anyone do blogs with their business? Do you write blogs?
I do radio spots and stuff like that,
Okay.
using it.
So blogs, a lot of people don't write blogs anymore, but blogs are a great tool for your business because you can pick different topics and write about it. How do you utilize your blog, Rob?
I do it on Google.
Google? Yeah.
That's where I post them.
Okay. I've used that platform too. Email headlines. You can use ChatGPT for that if you're struggling with it. How you want your email to be in a subject line or just title. Use ChatGPT or Claude for that. It's great for brainstorming, like content. If you have an idea for, a course or a workshop or workbook, ChatGPT will give you everything to make that happen. Yes.
What about Beautiful AI? I use Beautiful AI to do presentations, so you can basically tell it what you want a presentation of, and it's gonna drop you like the main pieces for their presentation. I do a lot of stuff with around resumes and interviewing and getting people prepped for meetings and stuff. So, and I'm a speaker and stuff too. So I use Beautiful AI for
Yeah, that one's good.
presentations. It's a very good one.
Yeah.
Beautiful AI.
I think with AI too, there's so many, and I can't put everyone up here. I can't list everyone. AI tool up here, but these are just a few that I use and that's been introduced to me. There's one, it's called Blaze.ai. I don't know if y'all seen that one. So Canva, so visual content that you can use with AI. Canva to design graphics or templates plus AI text. Canva has so many different tools and things inside of it that you can utilize to work with your content. They are actually unveiling a lot more products and things that go along with Canva tomorrow at Canva Create. So I signed up online to watch that. So just be on the lookout for all the new stuff that Canva's going to be dropping tomorrow. CapCut, you edit videos easily with auto captions and trending effects. CapCut, Bang Canva, those are like whole different classes. that you would have to text separately, from someone. So CapCut, you can integrate AI, because it has AI tools in it as well, and like I said, you can integrate ChatGPT and CapCut together, and utilize them together as well. Typeset, that's for like your downloadables, like if you had a form, a workshop, or, just a PDF file, you can go in Typeset and it'll help you create those graphs and charts as well. Pictory and Lumen 5, it can help you turn your blog posts into videos. So you would just drop your blog post in there, and you want to give as much information so it can make the video more catered to you, because if not, it's going to give it what it thinks. Bead, that's a video editing app that was introduced to me a few weeks ago. So that's something that you can utilize AI with as well.
What's that called? I'm sorry, I couldn't read that one.
Bead, B-E-E-D. It's a video editing app. There's another design graphics that I didn't put up here. It's called Kittle. I don't know if anyone's heard of Kittle.
All these names is fun.
I know there's so many.
It's a K, right?
It's K. It's
Yeah.
K-I-T-T-L. It's kind of like Canva. And then this was when we're talking about the Instagram feed, you kind of want it to look like that, with the color scheme, and she's all about fitness. And so everything that she posts, her videos, her reels, and graphics, it's related to fitness. And I created all of those for her business. Okay. So, scheduling, automation, and engagement. This is where I hear a lot of people say, I just don't have time for social media. I don't have time to, post this, or I don't have time to schedule this, or, but these are some tools to save time. Meta Business Suite, I utilize that for all of my clients and myself, because you can incorporate Facebook and Instagram, and you can schedule your posts out. That is one of the easiest tools to incorporate, especially if you're just going to utilize Facebook and Instagram, because you're able to see the insights, your analytics, track to see your engagement. Later and Buffer, those are scheduled across platforms. So those you can schedule like your TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. Of course, you have to pay for those to schedule more platforms out with Layer and Buffer. Metricool, it tracks performance, and you can post from one dashboard on that one as well. Focus on engagement, not constant posting. So you want to focus on engaging with your audience. Question was asked last week to me, is there such thing as over-posting? I'm like, no. For me, it's not. Sometimes over-posting can be, you're just posting because you don't know what to post and you don't know what to do. So it seems like you're over-posting. But once you develop a plan, a strategy, and you start to implement that, then it doesn't feel like you're over-posting. Because if you feel like you're over-posting, that means you don't know what you're doing, or you just don't know what to post because it's not getting traction.
If it's not getting traction,
Yeah.
then you may be posting things that you don't need to post, and people will get content fatigue
Exactly.
from you. But if it's good, effective
Quality
content, then right.
And then that's when you want to definitely utilize your insights. See what time your audience is on. See what type of posts that they engage with. Always go back and look at your posts that get the most engagement, the most content, with the reactions. Go back and look at those and see what you did, what time you posted, who posted. So it does take some research and, trial and error when it comes to posting your content. boost engagement with AI. That's where you get your AI generated comments and replies. So if you have somebody reply with 2 or 3 sentences and you're like, how do I answer that? Throw it in ChatGPT and see if it'll help you answer their question. Caption generators, your hook, your story, your call to action. People love a good story. So that's why if you do stories, you can do part 1, part 2, part 3. That's gonna keep them coming back. And then your hook. We gotta reel people in first 2 to 3 seconds on videos. Because if you don't, they're scrolling past. Use polls, questions, and DM prompts. Use polls for, you can use it for like, let me see. This business can I use an example of? Okay, home health. So you could say, for home health, you could do what type of home health? Because I know they're different.
We do caregivers. It's a personal assistant, so ours is non-medical. We help the incapable of their daily activities, whether it be from cleaning your house to walking your dog,
Meal prep,
or we transfer clients as well.
doctor appointments.
Yes.
Okay, so maybe with that poll, you could say what it is, you can get ChatGPT to help you figure out how to word it. But what are 3 things that you look for when you're looking for a home health care agency? And then you could list those 3 things. And then that helps you kind of get an engagement on how to push some of your content out as well. Ask questions, because you ask questions, people are going to comment, they're going to engage with you. It may be a silly question, and then you got them to your page, and then you start giving them information about what you do. But I've seen a lot of posts on Monday, people are like, this was the most Mondayest of them all, or today really Monday. So did your day Monday or something, just kind of ask those type of questions, ask people how they're doing. On the weekends, like Monday through Fridays, Mondays I usually do either Media Monday or Momentum Monday. Tuesday I do Visibility Tips. Wednesday you can do Inspiration Wednesday, I did that with a client. Do Wednesday Word, Working Woman Wednesday. Thursday, Throwback Thursday, Thursday Thoughts, Friday, Flashback Friday. But just try to create some things that come with your niche and what you do. And on the weekends, I just post what I'm doing on the weekends as if I want to post. So it's up to you. So we're almost finished. Content toolkits, Canva, CapCut, Later or Buffer, ChatGPT, and Metricool or Insights. So these are some things to put in your content toolkit when you start to create more content. And then takeaways and your action plan. So choose 1 to 2 social platforms, batch content using AI tools, schedule 1 week of posts, track engagement, and adjust. So if you utilize these things into your social media, you will start to see it grow and you will start to see a difference. And yes, it does take time. So if you do have somebody that's dedicated to do your social media, great, that's amazing. But if you don't, I suggest maybe picking a day when you set aside 2 to 4 hours to schedule out some posts, or just kind of study your page, or research your followers, research the type of people that engage on your posts. Consistency is key. Be consistent, not perfect. No post is perfect. No video will be perfect, especially if you're doing it yourself. You just have to be authentic. Record the video, post the video. Sometimes So, yeah, we all struggle with that. Use AI as a tool, not a crutch. It's supposed to be utilized to help in your business, and to help make it easier. So let AI support your voice, not replace it. Social media success equals visibility plus value. Fun fact. Posts that include visuals such as images or videos are known to receive 94% more views than those without. Visual content not only captures attention more effectively, but also increases engagement significantly. In fact, audiences are more likely to remember your message when combined with compelling graphics or videos. So think about your videos, your graphics when it comes to posting. And that's just my information. Y'all have any questions?
Great presentation.
Yes.
It's great. And if you want more information on just like some of the stuff that I've talked about, I do have, like I said, classes set apart that focus just on those one things. So yeah, but be looking on the lookout for my Your Own Content Bestie this summer. I'm gonna do another workshop series. So, but yeah, but the ladies in that class, they have blossomed so well with their content. I went to Arizona last week with my best friend Oregon, and she's been listening and doing everything I tell her to do, incorporate in her business and her social media. She only uses really Facebook, but it is really starting to explode. Yeah, but she's being consistent.
I have a question. When doing your social media and your posts about, what kind of legalities do we have to worry about if we use, like stock images? 'Cause I don't know all the legal, yes, like a pre-made content, like, an image off of Pinterest. But if you like put in like free images, you
I would
have any
not.
tips?
I would not use any.
Yeah.
Even if it says royalty free, do not do that. Use Canva.
Yeah.
They have pictures. They have a license for the pictures that are in there, or use original content.
Yeah.
That's your safest bet. Because
I'm
there,
always so
I will
scared.
tell you that there are predatory organizations out there that they'll put these things out and they'll say it's royalty free, but they're not, and then they will. Their whole goal is to sue you
Yeah, okay.
for using the
See,
content,
that's
and
what
it's not
my-
cheap. It's like $30,000. So yeah, it's expensive. So
I'm always so worried about that, so I'm trying to create really good content on my own. And that's
yeah.
And sometimes if you exhaust like all the stuff on Canva, there's overstock. Overstock is like a website that like that's what they do. And like all of the pictures that you get off of there, and you download their license. And like at first it's viewed as free, but then the longer you start having to like pay. But that's one way of doing it.
Yeah,
Not
pay-
having to
pay
worry
for them.
about somebody coming back later on and being like, hey.
Yeah.
Or another suggestion is to take a couple days and create your own content, do your own photos, your own video, and utilize that.
It's your brand.
I think the personal, your original content, people can tell when it's a stock photo or if it's a real. When she's talking about being real, do you
See,
make your own
some of mine
content?
would be like if I'm just going to do like a Facebook post. Like with our company, we have a group that's for our caregivers, and it doesn't really matter what we post on there. But we also have the business page, and so I have found that a lot of the content that gets reaction is a stock photo and then some kind of tip on something. For our page, that gets a lot of traffic, and so I'm very careful. I try to be very careful on what kind of photo to use on that. So, like when I'm doing videos, it's all
right now.
We ran competitions within our company where we were like, hey, send us pictures of you, because we have those big plaid cars, so our cars are very noticeable. So we did a paint the town plaid, and we were like, go stand in front of our car and take a picture and send it to the marketing department. And then we used it, post it yourself, but also send it to us. so we can use it in our content because that helped us a lot. And that, because we had like no photos when I started doing our social media. And so we started running competitions. We did one where we were like, put our yard sign next to your pet and take a picture of your pet so we can, you know, do cute pet pictures because everybody loves cute pet pictures, and that worked out really well for us.
So, before Latoya finishes, if anybody wants to stay a few minutes after, I will show you all the tool that's available to accredited businesses. Metricool is part of it, but so the Metricool, we do the upgraded version of it, and there's like we do that upgrade, and so the cost of that, but the basic dashboard and ability to post on everything is free for y'all. So that's a value. So yeah, but the reason a lot of people don't use it is because people are afraid to do it, and so I would like to show y'all how to, like, just the basics, and if you wanted it, we may have to have another. Unfortunately, it's not one of those things like you can, now some of y'all could just play around with it and use it. But some people may need a little bit more hands-on, so we may just have to do a separate workshop for that. It's okay. So,
Do we have
yeah.
to, Michelle, do we have to like email you or something and
No.
ask for access to it?
Yes, because you'll have to create a login. I wish it was just something that was incorporated into logging into your profile, but it is like a separate tool. So, if y'all would just say a few minutes after, I'm gonna have to Google in from my laptop, and y'all will have to be on. We'll have to do it that way, so you can basically see my screen. So we'll do that. We'll just spend a few. Yeah, it's easy. It's so easy. It's not great with videos yet, but for the other ones, you know. Anyway, so yeah, when we're done, we'll take about a 5-minute, and I'll log in, and we'll do a Google Meet through here. Yeah. You want me to send it to you? Okay, I'll send it to you. Yeah. No, hey, you gotta go. It's your season. So, yeah.
I've just got a little trivia thing that I want to do with y'all real quick.
All right, I'm gonna go start the Google Meet.
So also, I know everyone in the February one was very interested. We offered